Hey, Frankie Day here for Frankie Day Models. Okay, for this Friday evening, I have video number 2 for my Trumpeter 148 scale SA-16A Albatross. Okay, I've already made a decision on what color schedule I'm going to paint this thing. Unbelievable, like the way it is. But for one thing, this is the A model. This is the first version of the Albatross that came out before they went to the B model. The B model had a longer wing. And they had a lot of little problems with a glide ratio, especially on landings and on takeoffs and stuff, because with a short wingspan, it takes a lot of thrust and a lot more air velocity for the plane to lift, similar to that of the B-26 Marauder, the flying torpedo. And so anyway, this is the Korean War version, the A model, and it's painted in the aluminum color with your high velocity yellow markings on the tail band and also your wingtips. Now I was going to paint it seaplane gray with white upper plane. Then I started going, no, do something different. Why don't you paint the Coast Guard version all white with the high visibility red to use on there. Then I got to think, after one of my commenters, one of my comment subscribers said, now you can't do that on an A model because that paint schedule wouldn't even realize that kind of, especially in the A model. So pretty much on the A model, they were all natural aluminum. I've got some slides I shot on this thing. And after the slides, I'll bring up the Albatross over here and show you how much I've got done on it since from the slides. I still got work to do on it. Right now, I'll let the paint cure it a little bit more. It's been drying now for about 3 days now straight, opposed to the day I made the slides on this video here. This is a nice model, guys. It really is. And the Trumpeter, they did their homework on this thing. I used to remember years ago when I was, how old was I back then? 40s? Yeah. In my 40s, and I had my nephews with me one time. Well, I went down to the Air Force Space Museum. And went around and looked at all the airplanes and stuff. They had everywhere I go, he had Oriental people with these cameras going like this. I said, man, what the hell, these people are crazy with camera shots, aren't they? They look like they've never seen an airplane before. But it just now dawned on me. Just now, it just dawned on me. A lot of these guys are out there work for model manufacturers like Hasegawa, Tamiya, Trumpeter, Fujini, Otaki, you name it. And they're making all these shots and stuff, everything, detail, everything, every bolt, every wiring, plumbing, rivet, identification markings, anything that they do, they take pictures of the whole damn thing. And that's how these models are so damn accurate, is because they actually went up to the real thing and obtained blueprints as well. It's a beautiful job how they do these things nowadays. I don't like their policies, but they're all right making kit models. But like I say, I bought this thing probably about a good 3 years ago, right before my baby girl died on me. I bought it then, and I had my house, and I was now really getting around, so I finished up. This is my second time I built this thing, and the first one I built came out really nice, a little bit too glossy. Now another thing, I got pictures on here on the slides of the real airplane. Circa 1951. No, 1956. I was taking off one of those Coast Guard training films on how to handle an Albatross. Really great data right there, guys. Really, you don't get research any better than watching the real thing. Boy, good old Joe. I can read about 4 or 5 pots a day and still keep it going. As long as it keeps my kidneys stimulated, I can live forever. Yeah, what I did with my aluminum, I gave it a course. You see the white primer on there because I like to put the white primer on there, so I can be able to use as a base color to put my paint my high visibility yellow on the wingtips, also the tail band. Brings it out. You got to have a base color to bring out those nice colors like that. They stand out a lot better than letting them just keep adding coats to it. There's something missing there to keep it to the brains of the true color of the yellow, or any color like it, even red, oranges, blue. Anyway, after I painted with my special made aluminum plate that I made using Ace metallic aluminum, and that little acetone there. But acetone is like a dryer; it really dries it real quick, and it does other things too. But it will not compact the paint at all. It does a very good job. And after you apply it on there, you actually pick the paint up with little finger marks on there. Anyway, after the white was done, I went over there and masked parts off it and painted the yellow, which was seen on video number 1. Before I painted the aluminum on there, I went out and got a fill up one of my paint jars full of natural varnish, clear varnish. I gave it a shot. The reason why I varnished all that white primer on there with the color is because when I shoot that aluminum on there like that, it has a nice good finish. It means a mirror finish, gloss finish. If you don't, because primers are like that, they leave little pit marks inside there. That's like little crayons. You can't see them with the eyeballs, but they're there. And all that paint fills in there. You got to keep building that paint up until pretty soon it's a glass edge. But that's when you use the clear on your primer before you add your paint. You do that in all models. Now they put gloss black on. That's my old school method, and it works for me. Anyway, after aluminum was applied to this thing, I let it dry a day, 24 hours. And I groped my airplane a little bit. I'll say if any spots is dry, use it very delicately, use my hands. And no finger marks, it was dry. Then I went ahead and put that varnish on there. It was dull coat, a dull coat varnish. And I sprayed it on there, and it dulled that shininess to like it is now. The reason why I did that is because of one thing. A lot of people don't realize on flying boats, they got to be protected with an anti-fouling coating on that unengaged S021 thousandths aluminum they use on them. Because salt water or salt air is terrible on aluminum, on anything. And these things are boats, so like ships. They got to have watertight integrity throughout the whole hull of the airplane. And like on ships, you got anti-fouling red boot topping, red underneath the hull of the ship, low water line. Then you got your boot topping. Flying boats, they spray a coating. It's clear. It's a coating it's an anti-fouling coating to protect the aluminum from salt air and seawater, and also seals those little rivets. They pop in there. A lot of guys don't know that, and it gives the appearance of dull airplane. Okay, this is not a hard kit to build. The Trumpeter SA-16A Albatross. There's aftermarket. I did some research on this thing. I can't find no 148. There's only one set of Argentina Navy. There's only a set of 148 scale decals. And there's probably some more out there I just haven't seen yet. I think it's called Caracal decals or something like that. They make a set for the Albatross too. I just found that out. So I'll belay that statement right there. There is a Caracal decal company that makes 148 scale. But anyway, those decals go to the D model instead of the A. This is nothing but an A model. It has smaller wings, and on the stabilizers was little, actually a little shorter, but on the D model, they extended out so far. On the wings, they probably added about 6 feet on the wings. That way, it'll reduce drag. has a lot more glide path. Because the short wings, like B-26, everything is fast. See, that was a problem a lot of young pilots were having with B-26 Widowmakers. The biggest problem they had was like losing an airplane at takeoff, or landing, or takeoffs. They stalled, they crashed, and they burned. They ended up in the drink anywhere. That's when Jimmy Doolittle came in and said, "Hey, wait a second now. Let me get aboard this airplane." So he selected a couple of guys and got aboard. So let's get aboard this thing. And he did barrel rolls, killed one engine. He took off with one engine, landed with one engine. He says, "My God, that's a hell of an airplane." Piece of cake, kids. Right now, I'm setting up a special school for you guys. I've got a special school for all the mechanics to go to on this airplane. And that's how he did. Mr. Jimmy Doolittle was a pilot's pilot back in the days. He was probably, at the time, he was probably one of the best pilots there was in the whole world. I mean, he was a walking airplane, he was. And he knew his limits. He did things with the B-26 that the airmen were, ugh. And after they found out what it did, what happened was these guys were inexperienced in this kind of airplane because it was new. It was state of art. It was updated. Everything was modernized, state of art. Don't get any better. And these guys used to flying B-18 Bolos, or AT-17 Kansas, or B-25 Mitchells, or Baltimore bombers, Maryland bombers, Boston bombers, Hudson bombers, the Lockheed Electras, old PBOs. Used very something simple that was made out in the 30s. But this thing had the state of the art. And they learned how to fly them. They were the best airplanes they ever flew. The problem is that they had a shorter wing. We had to come in really fast, at a fast angle attack with full flaps, real fast, and level off that's your runway. You're safe. Same thing with this albatross. They got to come real fast in the water before they land. Even takeoff. Sometimes they had JATO rockets on the back of them to help get off the ground. And the pilots complained about stalling and a lot of stalling problems. And they actually overcome the stalling procedures on these airplanes. And they went to the company, and the company came along. They found out one of the Grumman's engineers decided, well, the biggest problem is we need a wings too short in the thing. We'll extend it to the 6 feet. We'll call it the V model. And we'll extend the horizontal stabilizer the same way, about 2 feet. And the engines are good. Nothing wrong with the power plant. It's just the wings on the A model were a lot more shorter than the B model. Here's a technical research note that I obtained. Okay, right now we're going to take a look at the stills, and we'll get back to me. We'll have a close view of the SA-16 Albatross. Okay, guys, like old Frankie Day used to say, take it away, Frankie Day, roll the stills. There you go, fellas. Hope you enjoy those. Right now, I'm going to swing it around and show you how much I've done on it from the last one of the stills. Let's get the decals on now. I'm going to go ahead and mask off, so I put the de-icer boots on there and get them all on there. It's come out pretty good, guys. I love this little thing. The propellers come off. I just put them on there just to get them out of the way. And I'm going to go ahead and prime and paint those. Wheels are all vinyl tires. I'm going to pull off my maskings on my windows right there. It looks pretty good, oxidizing aluminum on there. So I'll let this thing dry so it's nice and dry. I think it's smooth. Smooth as a baby's rump. I love this Albatross. It's a nice airplane. That monogram one they got, it still shows its weight of gold and brilliance. That's something done more than 60 years ago. I remember that thing came out. Every kid in the block had to have one of those. Man, no one talked to you unless you had an Albatross. Kind of like brand new kids gleaning over a fire engine at Christmas time, you know, back then. Got that piece of tape on there. A piece of masking tape right here. I was wondering what the hell that was back there. That thing ain't got no ass to it. These do. Those are decal tweezers anyway. Ah. There was a piece of tape on the side I pulled off. I go, what the hell did that come from? Oh, it's a piece of tape. How did I miss take that off? Right here, I'm gonna on the bands right here. I got some decal paper. I'm gonna have my decal paper as a borderline on there, and I'll mask these up here. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just yeah, because you got these APU exhaust ducts that stick out here. Let's get in the way of my masking. When I painted this thing at first, I got a feeling, I got thinking, so you should have went ahead and masked that thing that black anyway. So I got to get away from that. I just had a black decal like paper there, and just go ahead and cut a border on there, just there only. Everything else is masked and painted down. Came out real nice, guys. I love this little airplane. If you guys got one, build it. It's not that hard, not that difficult. Just find a place to put it. It's the most hardest thing there is. It's finding a place to display it at. But me, I got no problem. I always find room for something. And, it's a nice model, guys. It presents no problem in construction. A novice should have no problem. Just pay attention to the instructions. Use a little common sense in the construction. You'll have no. You should have no problem at all. Clean up this mess back here. I think I'll do some more decal work on tonight. Anyway, that's as far as I got on it. Something else I want to show you too before we close video. I got my Trumpeter Skyhawk. I have a video on that. This wing's not glued down yet. I was just checking the fit and accuracy, and it fits pretty good. It reminds me of the Hasegawa 1/32 scale one. So that's as far as old Frankie Day got on it. It's all been sanded down. I had this little filler right in this area here. That's all it needs, a little filler. And that's going to be sanded out real well, everything. And I'm going to go ahead and just give that dusting a primer on here and paint it light gold gray. Non-specular light gold gray. And I got my AD going over here. Get the wheels work and everything. Yeah. These Gimmick models worth their weight in gold. Okay, that's about it for me for tonight, guys. So I'm going to start to put some more decals on the Albatross. Just a little show and tell right there. We'll probably get on that V25 pretty soon. I get tired of looking at that damn thing. The only way I'm going to stop looking at it is get it painted up and get it hung up. Get it out of here and make a good video of that. I am going to post outside pictures of this thing. I got a little podium out there that I made. And it's secluded up backyard. No neighbors can't see me. And the background out there looks pretty good with blue sky back there. It looked nice. I miss those kind of shots. Gives the model a little intensity, realism. Okay, this is it for the Albatross. This is it for Frankie Day. Make Mama happy. Take care of the little ones. Thank you very much for my subscribers out there, new subscribers, for all your views and candor and comments. I'm very honored each one of you. I all love you guys very much. You're wonderful people. And say your prayers. And beware of your surroundings. Spend wisely. Stay focused when you drive. And it's going to get cold outside. Grab yourself a kit. And just soothe your cares away by building some styrene, wood, or paper. Whatever floats your fancy. Okay, I'm out of here, boys. You guys take care, and God bless you. And the video, I also have another video coming up. It'll be video number 2 on the Skyhawk right here. That's just a little sneak preview how much I got on it. So next time it'll look nice. Okay, so stay posted for that video. I got more on the Albatross coming up. I got the Corsair coming up. Got the AD coming up. I got that B-25 behind me coming up. And I got the Princess Flying Boat over there. That'll be coming up. So I got all these builds coming up. And when it starts getting really cold, hard outside, I'm going to go ahead and be back on ships. Okay, I'm out of here. We'll see you guys on the next video. So stay posted for the Skyhawk video number 2. That's coming right your way. Take care of you. Take care of Mama. Take care of the babies. And take care of yourself. God bless you. Say your prayers. This is Frankie Day Model signing off. God bless you all.